my name is Emma Smith, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my personal story. This story takes place August 28th, 2013. On this day, I am on the bus ride home getting ready for my off-campus PE because I was an equestrian athlete, so I had early release to go ride my horse. But on this day, it was a little different. I step off the bus and look down at my phone, and I realized my mom had been texting me and blowing up my phone. Emma, where are you? Are you almost home? I need to talk to you. And I was like, oh no, I did something wrong. I'm in trouble. Next thing I know, I look up and my mom's pulling her car out of the driveway and coming down to meet me at the bus stop. She tells me, get in, we have to go. So I get in, no questions asked, buckle my seatbelt, and we begin to drive. My mom's like, Kaz is sick, your horse is sick, he's in the animal clinic and we're heading there right now. So when we get there, my dad's waiting there for us, my horse is in a stall, and I go up to him and I pet him and I was like, everything's gonna be okay, we'll get through this. And the next thing I know, the vet tech comes out and was like, we need to take your horse to surgery. He has a diaphragmatic hernia, which is a hole in the diaphragm, and his stomach and intestines are entering his chest cavity. At this point, I knew it was serious and began to panic. Of course, I was already crying because my horse was at the animal clinic to begin with. But she takes him away and takes him to the surgical room, and about 10 minutes later, they begin the surgery. Another 10 minutes later, the vet comes out and asks to speak with my parents. My parents walk into the surgical room and begin to talk to the vet. Then, after their conversation is over, my dad walks out and was like, it's not good. I just remember him shaking his head, and he kind of held back for a second, and he was like, there's two decisions. The hole's too big for them to repair, but they can do their best, but he'll probably need surgeries for the rest of his life, and he'll be super susceptible to colic, and colic is super lethal in horses. Or we can do the right thing and put him to sleep so he is no longer in any pain and not suffering. Me, as an animal and horse lover, I chose to go the harder route, and I ended up making the conscious decision to euthanize my horse because I didn't want to see him suffer. I wanted to remember the great memories we had together and never let that affect our relationship. I'd never want to put him through any pain, so I made the decision to put him to rest. And it was one of the hardest things I did because I never said goodbye. I never got to say my final goodbye. I kind of just thought I would see him again. But that is the hardest story I've ever had to tell anyone, and it's the hardest thing I've ever been through. But the lesson I learned from it was that horses and your bonds with animals are priceless. So I reflect on that memory quite fondly of him. And thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next time.